go. So chance here, definitely ahead right now. Unit counting tab, we do have 50. Is it, no, wait, no, 67 drones to 50 probes. I thought it was a 5, but it's a 6. I hate how the drone icon kind of makes it so you can't really see it. Now there's 70. There's an observer watching all that, so he knows exactly what he's up against. But I just don't feel like he has enough here. There's just too many infestors and whatnot. Infested Terrans, like I said, just do so much damage. Looks like he's going to be choosing to do fungal growth instead, but I don't know. I feel like infested Terrans just do so much damage. Like, he could have put a line back here and done a ton of damage, but it looks like just too many Zerglings and whatnot. Protoss is doing a good job keeping his forces in this choke, and that's really where you want them. Because, I mean, if you bleed them about here, sure, you have the cannons to help you, but at the same time, it's just so much easier for Zerg to get it surround. It's harder to force field it and whatnot. So, I don't know, it's just harder to squeeze Zerglings and Roaches through there. A lot of Zerglings coming out here now. A couple of infestors and whatnots, and those Roaches, of course. And it looks like they're gearing up to take out this third. Now, this is going to be huge for Protoss. He just spent all that money on that third. He doesn't really have a ton of units to defend it with. And, I mean, if Zerg wanted to, he could come over here, attack the third, and then run up right into the main, past all these cannons, of course. I mean, that would take, quite a bit. Well, I guess Fingo could potentially warp in a Zealot last minute to guard against that, but I don't know. I feel like it's worth it. Sacrifice a couple Zerglings to potentially do a lot of damage to the probe line. So, meanwhile, Zerg taking a fourth here at this, I'd call it the natural fourth for Zerg. Personally, I like bases all around the map, but this is not a bad spot for a base. Since it is well guarded, it's going to be harder for Protoss to get back there and actually deal damage to it. So, oh, I totally missed it. It looks like these Roaches and whatnot coming right up to the natural here. Some pretty good force fields. Protoss kind of backed himself up a little bit too far in my opinion, but I mean, you do what you can. It looks like Zerg running for his life now. Just too many Colossus out, and he really just needs Corruptors at this point. There's too many Colossus. Because Colossus do a ton of damage to pretty much anything. Even against Roaches, they're decent. As long as you have Stalkers to back them up, of course. And, well, Zerg going to be mustering his forces once again, and looks like Protoss just going to run back to his base. Definitely a good call. You force Zerg to produce a bunch of guys, and you just retreat back to a safe position like this choke here. And there he goes. Killing off the creep tumors. Just pushing on a little bit. And Spire is halfway finished. Where is that Spire? The Spire is right there. There's the Spire, yep. So, I mean, you really need a Spire for Corruptors to take out those Colossus right now. They do the extra damage against massive units. Colossus being massive and, considered an air units for all attacking purposes. And, well, looks like Protoss getting that blink as well. Definitely going to help a lot, especially since right here you have that ledge. You blink up some Stalkers up there, you get your Colossus up there, and then, Zerg, if he has all of his forces trying to kill you, he can't really get at you. He's totally screwed. So, meanwhile, it looks like Protoss here expanding to the north, pretty much taking the same position that Zerg has in the center here. Of course, when you expand up there, you do want to move your guys near your expansion that you're expanding, making sure there's no guys over there to attack it. But of course, the Zerglings are just so darn fast, and that's exactly when VP Chance here goes in to check, right as it's going up. And it looks like all these Zerglings, definitely not going to be enough for all this big army. But it looks like Zerg is on the counter offensive, going to be attacking the natural here. So I mean, Protoss, he can't really be in two places at once. So, I mean, he's definitely going to be a little bit behind now. So the Zerglings now coming in to kill this natural off, or the fourth off. And now the forces at this position can retreat. Looks like they're not going to choose to. Just so many Colossus out there. I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of a lost cause to attack in that ball. You might as well take this expansion out for free and just retreat. But, I mean, any chance you get to take down some Colossus in units, it does help out, especially against Protoss. Because, I mean, the more guys in that ball, the harder it is to actually kill off. So, I mean, it's very important to keep doing counterattacking. I mean, all their units are very slow. The Stalkers, of course, are the fastest, and because of that blink and because of their movement speed. But I mean, Protoss in general is just a slow-moving army. So, I mean, you do a lot with counterattacking. Like you just cleaned up that base there. You can clean up this one. But it looks like Protoss now on the counteroffensive. That's the reason why I feel like Zerg should not have attacked that army. You know, once he saw that army, he should have moved back, said, okay, you're here, I'm going to just run back to my base. I took out your third, that was enough. Because now this is the big threat. You know, Zerg does have quite a few units, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. There's just so many classes here. And Zerg attacking in here now, and looks like all the Corruptors going straight for the classes. Well, apparently they wanted to damage that one and killed a different one. Apparently they are on target fire. And, well, it looks like a lot of roaches being cleaned up here. There's a lot of Corruptors left. All the classes are going down, but it looks like the Stalkers are what's going to be behind. And Zerg really just needs a lot of roaches or Zerglings. Looks like 25 roaches, 10 Zerglings. And it looks like the missile +3 missile attack and Zergling attack, or melee attack, is going down. So he's going to have that +3 fairly soon for both. And we'll see, does he have any army? Yes, he does have the +2 armor on them. Meanwhile, Protoss does have the +2 attack, +1 armor. Corruptor's now coming in to take out this Colossus, but there are a lot of Stalkers here. More Zerglings to join the fray, and Immortals are on the way as well. So Zerg doing a good job of just keeping these Zerglings here, making sure that Protoss is not expanded. It looks like Protoss is about to try again. He's going to have to clean up all those Zerglings though, and Zerg is going to know that that expansion is going up once again. You definitely want to keep those scouts around. And Broodlords are on the field. They're going to be coming up here in just a sec. You did manage to get that Greater Spire and that Hive up during all that. And I mean, he definitely has the base for it. You know, he has a lot of bases. And if you want to, yeah, I was just going to say, you could take another base here. And he doesn't really need to, but I mean, just to have another hatchery for production, and to also have a point you can retreat to when your drones mine out. You don't really need too many more drones at this point. You know, 84 is quite a lot. 64 probes for Protoss. So Zerg here just doing a good job getting a lot of Broodlords. And it looks like EP is in trouble. So Fingo here, you know, there's really not much I can do at this point. You know, there's too many Broodlords. And actually that's a lot of Broodlords, 7 Broodlords. Handful of roaches, and he's pretty much maxed out on his army with money left over. So Protoss definitely screwed over, and there's the GG, and VP takes the win. I'm not sure how this League Clan Wars, like, you know, like what the stakes are, if any. You know, like, I don't know how it's advancing. I just heard about it today, so. But you know, VP doing a good job, just taking that victory away from Fingo. And that is it, because the score was 3-2, now it's 4-2, and well, that's it for EP. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the cast. I do apologize, you know, I was just really out of energy before. I hope the last 2 games were probably a little bit better, or actually the last game, I didn't get to cast the one before, but hope this game was alright. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And you know, tune in whenever you can. Watch some replays on my site. Tell your friends, because you know, I do want people to notice me. Yep. I do want to, you know, work my way up to being a really good caster, and this can be a little bit challenging because I do have a lot of ups and downs, and we'll see how it goes. So I hope you guys help me out and just show your support, and well, leave some constructive criticism if you'd like. And yeah, that's it. So this is Magic.